All right, hello and welcome to my my next reacting to predictions. It is League One, not the French League One, the EFL League One. Just a disclaimer I put this at the start of each reactive video. I am an idiot. I mean, I got a lot of these wrong. These are based on the start of the season rather than like throughout the season, managerial changes, etc., etc. There may be audio issues, there may be lag, there may be some stupidity. So this will be uploaded on the Thursday. Tomorrow it will be the League Two predictions. Saturday will be NXT Takeover in your house, or just NXT in your house. I got rid of the Takeover predictions. And on Sunday it will be Hell in a Cell predictions. So a lot to look forward to on the channel. If you've not watched the Championship reaction to my reaction to the Championship predictions, if I could speak, it would be wonderful. I'd advise you to go watch them as well. I'm not going to spoil anything, but I had a bit of a disaster class. But anyway, I think there's going to be more of the same for this one. I need to get the table up. Why do I not have a table up ready to go? Am I... Honestly, it's a good job I'm not famous. I'm the most disorganized person to ever exist on planet Earth. So it might be for the best that I'm not famous. Um, why don't I look at... My phone likes to do the go slow, and I'm desperately in need of a new phone, and it's falling apart. But anyway, let's take a look. Why won't my phone go on charge? Give me a second. We're all over the place here. Right, good, sorted. League One predictions. Now, we kick off as we usually do in alphabetical order. Accrington Stanley. Who were they? Well, they're the team that finished 12th. I've got this on a piece of paper. I just need to count where I put them. I put them 14th. So I said another mid-table for Accrington Stanley, and I never thought they'd get promoted from League Two, to be quite honest. I thought it'd always be a League Two team, but they've absolutely shone in League One, and what am I trying to say? Sometimes they've been very close to going up to the Championship. They've had some brief liaison with the playoff places this season, but they've ultimately settled into a comfy top half spot, 12th place, and they're a team that I mean, they're a surprise package. They could be a surprise package to go up to the Championship. Granted, I believe they would probably get relegated the season after, but I wouldn't be opposed to seeing them as a surprise package sometime in the future, getting in to the Championship. They don't have a lot of money to work with, but neither do a lot of League One teams. But they have the resolve, they have the determination, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see them top half even higher next season. I know the top half already, 12th place, but even higher next season in the League One table. I'm trying to think what I'm trying to say. My brain's going too fast for my body. That's League Two. I'm on the wrong bit. There we go. Wimbledon. I predicted them 21st. They finished 23rd. So I'm kind of counting this one. I don't care. I'm kind of counting this one. They got relegated, which is what I predicted. I predicted 21st. I thought they would just get relegated. I thought it would be close between them and 20th, who we will cover later. But I thought it would be very, very close. Wimbledon would just go down. They have gone down just as well. There's quite a not really much in it, except for obviously 24th place, who are very much adrift. 3 points off survival were Wimbledon. I probably would have said that as well, 21st. But they finished 23rd, 2 places off. I did say relegation though, so I'm taking that and I'm running with it, and I don't care. Wimbledon, they might be a team that can bounce straight back up though. They had some. Was it Wimbledon who had a cup upset? I'm trying to remember if it was Wimbledon who had a FA Cup upset during the season. There's a lot of football that goes on in the season, man. Like, I don't remember it all. But Wimbledon, they're definitely a team that if they like invest right, buy the right players, sell players that they don't need. Obviously, like every football team. Basically, if they can do what a football team is meant to do, they'll bounce straight back up. And I wouldn't be surprised if they do bounce straight back up into League One. But I did think they didn't have enough squad depth, didn't have enough about them, and I was correct. It was just a placement that was wrong. I was 2 places off, but I did say relegation, and they got relegated. Up next, we've got Bolton Wanderers. Now, I think I predicted these guys just to finish. I got it right. I got it fucking spot on. Let's go. Right, anyway, I interrupted myself there. 9th place is what I said for Bolton. 9th place is where they finished. I thought they'd be in the hunt for playoffs, but I didn't think they'd actually get playoffs. I think they still need to go a bit further with this squad. I'm not saying they won't get playoffs. I'm not saying they can't get playoffs. I'm just saying they haven't been able to get it yet. Of course, they had the financial problems a few seasons ago alongside Bury. I remember that because they both got relegated to League Two. But Bolton sorted them out, got a new buyer, got out of League Two, back into League One, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see him back in the Championship very soon. But there was just more quality this year that finished ahead of Bolton, and in the end, that's exactly what happened. They did finish ahead of Bolton. There was more teams that deserved it and more teams that did finish in those top 8 spots. But Bolton, 9th place, I got them exactly right. I thought it'd be a bridesmaid team, but not the bride team. That'd be a lot of references using that. A lot of teams having that reference tagged on them in this video. But 9th for Bolton, got it on the money. Yes, right. I don't know how many I got on the money for this one, but we will see as we go along. Burton Albion, I nearly changed country there. Burton Albion, a team that I always see bottom half, not going to get relegated, but not going to get promoted anytime soon. I think they're always going to be one of these teams that'll just stick in their league for the foreseeable kind of thing. I think they'll not do bad enough to get relegated, but they won't, they can't really build enough to get a promotion push going. I think they're a League One mainstay, and I predicted them. Where did I predict them? Hold on, 18th. I predicted them 18th. They finished 16th. I thought it'd be a comfortable bottom of half table team, and I wasn't far off. 2 places off. They definitely do need some more squad depth. I'll give them that, but they have done well to stave off relegation. I thought they would. I didn't think they were ever in danger, and they weren't. So fair play to the Brewers. They're a hefty 13 points off relegation, so not even remotely close to going down, and that's good for them. They survive another season in League One. On to Cambridge United. As you can see, my ball knowledge is quite poor. I meant to say this disclaimer at the start. I don't really watch a lot of lower league football, so my ball knowledge is quite poor. I apologise. And it is evidenced by this pick, Cambridge United. I think they got promoted from League 2 in the playoffs last year. Or it might have been automatically, I don't remember. Either way, I thought it would be a team that goes straight back down. I thought they didn't have the depth. I thought they didn't have the players that would keep them up in League 1. I was wrong. I apologise. I've been proven wrong again. 23rd place was where I predicted them. Second from bottom. I thought it'd be one of the favourite candidates to be relegated, and it turns out that they weren't. 14th place, exceeding my expectations. I didn't see a lot of League One predictions from other people, so I don't know if they exceeded anyone else's expectations. But I apologise to any Cambridge fans that are watching. But at the same time, the squad depth is another thing that this club needs to work on. They're another team that doesn't quite have enough squad depth. They did survive this year, but that's not to say they won't go down next year. Cambridge, I think they're always going to be a relegation candidate in my opinion, but they've absolutely exceeded expectations this year. 14th place. 23rd. I was 9 places off. If they can improve on their squad depth, I'll predict them mid-table next year probably, but at the moment, we'll see. It's only the start of the summer, so we'll see what happens come August, and we'll see how it influences my decision. Charlton Athletic. Now, this isn't. I know they're not in the Championship, but this is another team I want to see in the Premier League. I want to see them back to the glory days. I say glory days, they didn't do anything special in the Premier League, but I want to see them back in the Premier League, or at least, at the very least, in the Championship. They're too good for League One. Unfortunately, that hasn't proved to be the case this season because they finished in the bottom half of League One. How does a team like Charlton, with the players they have, with the history they have, with the money they have, finish in the bottom half? They only finished 1 point above Cambridge. I predicted Charlton Athletic 10th place. I didn't expect them to get promotion this year. I don't expect them to get promotion maybe for a couple of years, but they've been in the playoff picture for a while as well. This season they dropped off, and it's not very good from Charlton Athletic. Again, the poor ball knowledge is really coming through here because I don't really have reasoning as to why they did bad. Because I don't know why they did bad because I didn't watch them. But they're a team that you expect to be in the Championship at the very least. A team that you expect to be fighting to get up from League One. I didn't. There's more quality teams that I put above them, and it turns out rightfully so. We'll go through them very soon. But 11th, not 11th, 13th. Can I read? No, is the answer. 3 places off. I put them 10th. They finished 13th. Better next year, please, boys. Charlton Town. I think this was another team I predicted to go down. It was another team I predicted to go down. 22nd. They finished 15th. Another survival for another team that I predicted relegation for. Cambridge and Cheltenham shaking hands here, proving me wrong. But yes, I am an idiot. I didn't think they would actually survive, and it's the squad depth again. It always throws me off. It always throws me off. These teams have not very good squad depth, in my opinion, and they end up surviving. So maybe, maybe I need to figure a new formula for these predictions. I'm going to have the teams. There'll be a team with 16 players, and I'm going to predict them to win the league, and they'll probably win the league. So I mean, you never know. In all seriousness, though, fair play to Cheltenham. I thought there'd be another team that would go straight back down, and they proved me wrong. It made me look like a right idiot. 7 places off. I said 22nd. They finished 15th. I thought they'd maybe put up a fight, but I did think eventually they were going to go down again, and they haven't done. They're in League One again for another season. There might be another one of those mainstay teams like I was on about at Burton. I don't see them building to the Championship, to be honest with you. And if I'm being real, relegation is more likely than a promotion for Cheltenham. But they might end up being like a Burton, like an Accrington, just a mainstay in League One. Crewe Alexandra, right. I can explain this one. I don't know how, but I can explain this one. Why the fuck did I put them 12th? Why have I put them? I've been talking all video, all these reactions so far about squad depth. Crewe have possibly the weakest squad in League One, and I put them 12th. But then again, I guess on some level it does prove my point that squad depth, it does matter. It does matter quite a bit. But what possessed me to put them 12th? I wonder. I'm not going to go back and watch because I don't really want to know. I don't want to know my stupid decisions. But I put them 12th. They finished rock bottom, 7 points adrift of 23rd place, AFC Wimbledon. They were relegation favourites. I probably should have seen the relegation favourites. But I'm an idiot, quite frankly. I don't know why I put them 12th. I mean, I understand maybe if I put them in the bottom half of the table, but I put them top half. I put them top half. Am I okay? I just don't know if my head is. Like, I'm gonna have to watch some lower league football because I do. It's not that I don't watch any. I do watch some. I just don't watch a lot. And I think this is kind of rubbing off on these predictions here. So I'm gonna pay more attention this year and next year, and hopefully I can make some more educated picks. Because why the fuck have I said squad depth is so important? Which is why I put this team in the relegation zone. Crewe, one of the weakest squads in League One. I think, oh yeah, top half. There might be just something wrong in my head. Anyway, they finished last place. They're going to be playing League Two next season. I need to think more on some of these, I think. Doncaster. Oh, it just gets worse. It just gets worse. They got relegated from the Championship, I believe, last season. Or it might have been the season before. I didn't think they were going to fight for playoffs. I didn't think they were going to be in the race for playoffs. I did think they were going to have enough to survive, but their squad got ripped apart. It's another squad depth story. Doncaster, I put them 11th. I thought they'd have a top half finish. I'm going to go to the doctor, honestly. I'm going to go to the hospital and get my brain examined to see why I'm such an idiot. They got relegated. They're 22nd. They're going down to League Two. Granted, they shouldn't be a team that are going down to League Two because they do have the they do have the money. They have a good amount of money as according to FIFA. I'm just basing this off of FIFA. I don't know if they have a good amount of money in real life anymore. But I'm basing this off of FIFA. They could have had enough to survive. I think they probably should have survived. I think everyone expected Doncaster to survive. But the fact that is, why am I putting teams in the top half with low squad depth and then complaining about teams that survived with low squad depth? My brain doesn't compute sometimes. I just don't think that the circuits are plugged in. I don't think my brain thinks. Because there's a lot of squad depth problems in League One for a lot of the teams. And you can tell which teams they are. But the thing is, Charlton and Cambridge, bad squad depth. They survive. Doncaster, bad squad depth. I predict them to survive. They go down. It's just a joke at this point. Doncaster shouldn't be going down anyway, and they've underwhelmed, fully underwhelmed, and with the form they have, they deserve to go down. 2 points adrift of survival, and they honestly should have survived. They didn't. They go down. Fleetwood. Now, Fleetwood's a tricky one. I didn't get it far off. This was finally one where I got it somewhat near the money. I said 17th, they finished 20th. And the thing is, I was considering putting Fleetwood a little bit lower as well. They're a team that always seem to be in trouble in League One, but always seem to stave off relegation. And I think sooner or later they're going to go down. I don't think they have the quality to survive. I don't think they have the quality to be a League One mainstay. I think they're going to go down. It might not be next season, but they'll be back in League Two soon enough. I didn't even remember Fleetwood were in League One for long enough, but I don't see them surviving much longer in League One, in my opinion. And they only just survived this season on goal difference. I'm just going to try and see what the goal difference was. The goal difference was, okay, it was a hefty goal difference. But at the same time, Fleetwood don't look strong in League One. They look shaky. 8 wins. They only got 8 wins and they survived. They need more wins, obviously, quite clearly. They had the exact same win, draw, and loss rate as Gillingham, who we'll get to in a second. I believe they're the next team. 8 wins, 16 draws, 22 losses for both of them. How Fleetwood have survived, I don't even know, to be honest with you. I don't actually know how. But 40 points in the Championship. In the Premier League, it's understandable that's a survival target because there's only 38 games. There's a full 8 more games in these lower leagues. And the fact that they're getting 40 and surviving, it's very lucky for Fleetwood that they aren't going down, to be honest. But I predicted to stay up. They have stayed up. I was 3 places off, though. But it's very lucky for Fleetwood that they didn't go down. It is Gillingham. Straight up next. They do go down at the expense of Fleetwood. Exact same win, draw, loss ratio. I was just talking about 8, 16, 22. They had a lot worse goal difference. So they didn't ship a lot more goals. They shipped a lot of goals. But they also didn't score a lot. I think they're the lowest scoring team in League Two. And that's lower than Crewe Alexandra, who finished adrift by 7 points, or 8 points, of the next team, Wimbledon. Gillingham only scoring 35 goals. It's not League One form, is it? You need goals to survive. And if you're only scoring 35 in 46 games, you're going down. That's just a cut and dry of it, to be honest. I didn't predict them to go down, to be honest. I thought it'd be safe. I did think they'd be safe. I put 15th. I didn't think they'd be near relegation, but they have underwhelmed. And, I mean, they're a bit unlucky to go down because Fleetwood... The only reason that Fleetwood didn't go down, because I believe they conceded the most in the league, 82. Oh no, Crewe just one above that with 83 concessions. But Fleetwood conceded a hell of a lot of goals, but they also scored a hell of a lot. And that's what's kept them up. Gillingham, if they have a proven striker, they stay up. That's about it. And I thought they would stay up, but they didn't. And they once again play League Two. I don't know if they're a yo-yo team. I think they've been in League One for a while, but they will be playing League Two football next season. And it's only by luck that that Fleetwood are staying up and Gillingham are going down, because it could have easily been the other way around. Ipswich, now this is a fucking story and a half. They always underwhelm when I predict these cunts. I don't think I've actually done predictions. It's the first time I've actually done predictions like this, where I've made a video out of it and put them on my YouTube channel. I always do predictions off screen. I do predict like certain teams to go to certain places, and Ipswich is always one of those who I predict to go back up to the Championship. And the quality they have, they should be going up to the Championship. But every year they underwhelm. I've got a friend who's an Ipswich fan, and every year he predicts promotion or playoffs, and every year I predict promotion or playoffs because they have the quality to be in those spots. And once again, I predicted them fourth. I predicted them to be in a playoff spot, and I believe at the start of the season I said if Ipswich are in those playoff spots, Ipswich win the playoffs and they go back up to the Championship. They have that quality, and it quite frankly amazes me how they managed to underwhelm each year. 11th place for Ipswich. The Tractor Boys the wheels are off. The wheels have fallen off on this team, and I'm starting to think maybe they're just destined for League One. Maybe that's just where they're meant to be. They've had 2 seasons or 3 seasons now, maybe. I can't remember what season they got relegated exactly. But every season, I always think, oh, Ipswich will go back up. Ipswich will, they've got the quality, they've got the players. I don't know what's going wrong at that club, but every time they underwhelm. Every time. I remember last season I was talking to the guy who supports Ipswich, one of my friends. He said, we've underwhelmed this season, but we'll go up next season. It was a mid-table season, but we won't have this again. And I said, yeah, I agree. You have the quality, you have the squad to go up. Maybe not that obviously is good a choice of words. There's a bit more swearing, a bit less, professional. I have to stay, professional on the YouTube channel, but it doesn't really matter, doesn't it really? But anyway, we're going off topic. We both agreed Ipswich would probably go back up. They may just have needed a season, just get things together, finish mid-table, get it together, build on that for promotion next season. They've gone and got mid-table again, and I honestly, like I said, I don't know if they will get promoted again. I think it may be next season. I predict them outside the playoffs, but we'll see. We'll see what business they do over the summer, and I'll probably talk to my friend who supports Ipswich and see what he thinks, because he'll know better than anyone. At the same time, though, why are they not in the Championship yet? Top of them. Lincoln City. Now, this is another difficult one, because they have the capacity to either be a surprise package or a disappointment, Lincoln. And I predicted them as a surprise package. By no means did I think they would go into the playoffs and win them. I predicted them 8th. I'll be real with you. I predicted them 8th. I thought it'd be another surprise package. They've got a good squad. It's a very rare time they've got a good squad. But they've underwhelmed this season. 17th place. It's 9 places off. I am an absolute cockwomble for getting this wrong. But it's 9 places difference. At the end of the day, though, I did say, I think at the start of the season, I may have said it, may not have said it. Lincoln, either surprise package or underwhelming. They ended up being underwhelming. They were by no means involved in a relegation scrap, but they were by no means in the top half. I was off. I was way off for this, and it's going to be a trending theme for the rest of these predictions. So as League Two predictions, I'm already looking at my League Two predictions, and I'm crying inside. So we'll do them obviously Friday, but we'll not get off topic. Lincoln, underwhelming. I can guarantee you, if I put them in 17th next year, they'll finish 8th. MK Dons. Now, this is an intriguing one. This is an interesting one, because I thought that they'd get playoffs, and they did get playoffs. So that's one problem down. I was correct in that. But at the same time, they have the players, they have the talent to be getting automatics, and I know I didn't predict them automatics, and I maybe should have done. I didn't know how good Scott Twine was going to be. I didn't know how fucking good he was going to be this season. 6th place is where I predicted them. 3rd place is where they finished. In both scenarios, I didn't expect them to win the playoffs, and the fact that I said 6th but didn't expect them to win the playoffs, and the fact that they finished 3rd in real life, didn't win the playoffs. Realistically, though, with that team, they should be winning the playoffs, and I can see some players, especially Scott Twine. The first one comes to mind. I don't know a lot of the others, but there's a couple of players that have had massive seasons for the Dons, and I honestly see them playing in some of the higher leagues next season. I wouldn't be surprised if MK Dons do fall a little bit, to be honest with you, but they do have the money. I know it doesn't reflect on FIFA, but they do have the money to build on that squad as well, and if they can get a hefty prize tag for Scott Twine, it could go either. It really, really could go either way. It could either be, if he leaves and they get a good price tag, invest it wisely in the team, they could win League One next season. But of course, if he does leave and they don't invest it well, it's going to be problematic for the Dons. But I predict them playoffs. I know it's not correct. I'll maybe give myself half a point, but I'm not really counting on points, to be honest with you. If I was counting on points, I'd give myself half a point. 6th place, I said they'd be in playoffs. 3rd place, they are in playoffs. They didn't win in either scenario. Yeah, but honestly, it could depend on the sale of some players and how they invest their money next season as to whether they get to the Championship. They should be in the Championship this season, but a little drop off in form has cost them that. Cost them the playoffs. They lost to Wycombe in the semi-finals. Underwhelmed in that semi-final against Wycombe, if I'm being completely honest. But MK Dons, it's a difficult one. It really depends on their business in the summer. Morecambe. Now, I, again, have got an apology to make. Morecambe, I thought, would be dead certs to go down. It's surprising to me that they're in League One anyway. It's surprising to me. And I don't think they belong there. I don't think... They're very shaky in League One. They always manage to survive, but they're always in a relegation battle. And it was the same this season. They were only 2 points clear of 21st place Gillingham. And it's another team that I think will get relegated sooner rather than later. But I maybe was a bit harsh. And if you're watching and you're a Morecambe fan, I apologise. I put him dead last. And I think I did say rock bottom when I made this prediction as well. I can't remember exactly because it was a good 9 months ago. But I think I said rock bottom for Morecambe. And, I mean, obviously I was wrong. They finished 19th. They were safe. It was a relegation battle, of course, in Morecambe, but they were safe. Yeah. I think I only got one relegated team right, which is, quite frankly, shit, isn't it, really, when you think about it. But at the same time, Morecambe surviving, but I don't think it'll be the same story next season. I'll probably predict some relegation again, I'm not going to lie. Oxford United. I thought they were going to be on the verge of playoffs. And they bloody were, but of course I was one place off, one place off. They have the squad and they have the money. If they invest the money right and they manage to keep the squad together, they're definitely involved in playoffs next season. They can definitely push for those playoffs. They pushed it all the way this season, ended up finishing 7 points adrift, but by no means a bad season for Oxford United. I thought they had the squad depth. Another rare team that has a good squad depth, and they proved me right. Just one place off, man. They actually finished 4 points off 7th, so it wasn't exactly close in that race for 7th place, but I said 7th. They finished 8th. It was close. Oxford, another team I would see maybe challenging for the championship next season. We shall see. As again, it all depends on the summer business. These are all before the summer business. I'm not making any bold predictions now because there's no point. I'll make my predictions in August once I've seen all the business, once I've seen kind of some performances of the teams. We shall see. Right, okay, guys. Once again, we have another apology to make here, but also, I'm not super duper sorry. I'm really not super duper sorry because Plymouth are another one of those teams don't have the squad depth again, in my opinion. Anyway, maybe they are just better than I think they are. It's a difficult one, Plymouth, because they did have a torrid 2021 season. And I thought they would fall a little bit further, to be honest. I thought they won't get relegated, but they won't be surviving by much. I think this was another one where I said they'll survive by a ball here. I maybe said that. I can't remember exactly. I predicted 20th. 1 place above relegation. I predicted 20th. And for any Plymouth fans, I know Pieface won't watch this, but for any Plymouth fans who do watch this, I owe you a massive apology. Overwhelming and a brilliant season from you guys. I don't know if it's going to be the same next season, but absolutely exceeded expectations, especially my expectations this season. Probably a lot of people's expectations. I put them 1 point above, 1 place above relegation. They finished 1 place outside the playoffs. It's complete opposite side of the fucking table. I'm an idiot. But again, they're probably... I say I'm an idiot, I do insult myself, but a lot of people wouldn't have put Plymouth up in the playoff race, so I'm not completely dumb. But once again, sorry, Plymouth Argyle fans. Portsmouth. Now, this was a bit of a... I'm not going to lie, it was a bit of a biased pick. It was a bit of a biased decision. I do like Portsmouth, and I think they should be going back up to the Championship. I honestly think they have the quality, and they have the squad depth. Another team have the squad depth. They have the history. They just have... They have all the tools, in my opinion, to get up to the Championship again. I know last season, I think it was it close to relegation? I'm actually going to check this one. It's the first time I'm actually going to check. Because Portsmouth are a team I do pay attention to. They were just off, okay, maybe, when was it they nearly got relegated then? I mean, they've always been about a playoff hunt. Maybe it was a FIFA career mode, I don't know. Always blends together FIFA and like actual table. But as I was looking at the previous results there, it's not forwards progress for Portsmouth. It's going backwards, isn't it? 2 years ago, I just checked, they were in the playoffs. 1 year ago, they were just outside it, and they're falling down the table. And the thing is, they have the quality, they have the squad depth. They probably have the money as well to invest in some better players. I'm always going to say Portsmouth will probably be around that playoff hunt, but 10th place, I maybe got a bit ahead of myself in my prediction. I put them second. Automatics. Yes, I'm an idiot. We know that. We've made that very much clear in these reaction videos, but I overestimated. I probably should have put playoffs for Portsmouth, to be honest with you, but I put them in second place. They finished 10th. It was underwhelming again from Portsmouth, and I hope they don't fall because I do like Portsmouth. I do like the team. Of course, a good history about them. But it's just the thing is, I don't know what's going wrong, but they need to get it right over the summer. And if it, again, it's all about transfer business. If they get it right over the summer, they'll go up. But they've been falling down the table, and it's going to be hard for me not to predict them to fall into the bottom half. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see next season, like I said. But Portsmouth underwhelming, especially in my opinion. Right now, this isn't a bad one. This isn't a bad one at all. I maybe should have predicted them to be automatics though, because they always seem to be the yo-yo team. I said this in the Championship reactions video that Peterborough and Rotherham are kind of like the Norwich and Fulham of Championship and League One, and I maybe should have predicted them automatics. I put them playoffs. I didn't think they would win them, but they're definitely yo-yo team or Rotherham here, and it really is. It's only a point that they've not finished in the playoffs. They've finished on 90 points, 1 point ahead of MK Dons. It's tight at the top of the League One table, actually. But MK Dons, not MK Dons, Rotherham are on now. Come on, use your brain. I possibly should have predicted them automatics. They've got a good squad. They've got a strong squad for League One. They've got potential to invest in that. They've got a good manager, and they've shown they've got automatic promotion. But the thing is, I put them in playoffs. I didn't even think they would win the playoffs, to be honest with you. But Rotherham go back up to the Championship. I was a bit wrong, but at the same time, I was in the right kind of ballpark. But I didn't expect them to go straight back up, and that's my bad. And the thing is, it's an easy prediction for next year because they're going to just come straight back down. So I guess that's a good thing. Sheffield Wednesday. Now I had full faith in these guys to go on and win the league, and one of the strongest squads, if not the strongest squad in the league. Plenty of money to splash about as well. Plenty of time to splash that money about, and they should honestly have been higher than they were. They should have gone straight back up, and it's actually a little bit embarrassing in my opinion that they haven't gone straight back up, to be honest, because they are one of the best squads in League One, and the Owls have very much underwhelmed. I predicted them to win the league. I predicted them to be champions, and it shows that either I was wrong or they've just not been good enough, as good as they should have been. To be honest, it could be a bit of both. Sheffield Wednesday was one of my dead certs, to be honest. I thought, oh, they'll go straight back up, no problem. Maybe champions was a bit, over expectant of me, but they should have gone back up. They finished fourth. They finished in the playoffs, but they did go out to Sunderland in the semi-finals, and it's a bit embarrassing for Sheffield Wednesday, in my opinion, that they haven't gone up. I've said it twice now, and I apologise if you're a Sheffield Wednesday fan, but that's just my opinion. I'm backing them to go up next season as well. If they keep the squad, they invest well. It's all about transfer business now. I see him back in the Championship next season. I don't see him in League One for the foreseeable, to be honest with you. Realistically, both Sheffield teams have balled it this year. Both Sheffield teams should be up a league, in my opinion, and they haven't been. Shrewsbury. Now, I think I got this right. I was one off. Shocker, I would have seen that one coming. Shrewsbury, a team I expected to be kind of in the relegation area. Didn't think they would get relegated. Think they probably just managed to be safe. But I did think they'd be in the relegation area, and I wasn't wrong. I put them 18th. I put them 19th, sorry. They finished 18th. I was one off. I thought it would survive, but I didn't think it would be comfortable. But in the end, it was quite comfortable for Shrewsbury. I'll give them that because they finished 10 points clear of the relegation zone. I thought there'd be another team that would go straight back down, and say straight back down. They've had a few seasons in League One, but I thought they'd go down, to be honest with you. And I've just been proven wrong, quite frankly. They always seem to be a team that seem to be in trouble, but they never seem to go down. And it's going to be one of those teams that I think sooner or later will go down, but I don't know when. They always seem to just stave off relegation. Maybe a safe bet for them is just predicting them just above relegation every year. Because they have survived by 10 points. They have the quality to survive, but they don't have the quality to do any more in League One. So maybe it's just the same again next year, which is boring if you're a Shrewsbury fan. Obviously, you want to push up, but you can't really, can you, when you're just predicted that kind of area every time. Sunderland. Now, this is a interesting one. Realistically, I should have predicted Sunderland to win the playoffs, and I almost toyed with putting them in the promotion spots. I ended up putting them third. They finished fourth. And they finished fifth. I can't read numbers. Smile. But basically, if I hadn't said Ipswich in the playoffs. Sunderland would have been my bet to go on and win them. But I thought Ipswich would have a slightly better quality. Sunderland have a very good team, and I think survival in the Championship is a must, and I think they will survive in the Championship. They've been in League One way too long, and it's about damn time, as the song says, that they get out of League One. They've got to the Championship, and hopefully, maybe, fingers crossed, because it's another team I want to see back in the Premier League, maybe they'll launch an assault in the Premier League. Who knows? Or assault in the Championship to get up to the Premier League. We will see. It all depends on their business. All depends on if they can keep Ross Stewart, who fired them up to League One. What a season he's had. A very, very good striker for them. If you can do it in the Championship, if you can fire the goals in. Sunderland, I don't think they'll get back-to-backs. I'll be honest, I don't think they'll get back-to-backs. But they'll look very healthy in the Championship if they can get the team, or keep the team that they've got and invest wisely, in my opinion. Sunderland, fair play to them. I was toying with putting them in automatics. Glad I didn't, because I technically got it right. I said third to finish fifth. Won the playoff final. I think I guessed the playoff final at the start of the season to be Ipswich and Sunderland. I thought Ipswich would edge it. I got Sunderland in the playoff final, right? But it's a close one. Sunderland go up though, and I'll be looking forward to see what they do in the Championship. Right, I think this is the second to last team, and quite possibly there's been a few bad predictions. I'm not gonna lie to you. Huddersfield probably takes the cake still. Wigan, it's been a disaster. I didn't think that they would perform. I absolutely bottle jobbed this one. Where did I put them? Hold on, let me count. Right, you can tell I don't watch a lot of football, alright? When I put 24th place above first place. I put Wigan 16th. I didn't think they'd have a depth. I didn't think they'd have a team. I didn't think they'd have a very good season. Where did they finish last season? They finished 20th. They just survived relegation to League Two. I thought, do you know what? I'd say I was quite generous. I was quite generous in my prediction. I thought they'd build on that a little bit. I thought they'd maybe make some improvements, manage to slowly build up. I thought it'd take maybe a few seasons to, get back to where Wigan were in the Premier League. And I thought maybe they'd build that up a couple of seasons, like maybe 3 or 4 seasons, they'd eventually get promoted back to the Championship. They've just fucking gone and won the league. I mean, fair play to them. They've had a very good season. Will Keane has been an incredible striker for them, banging in the goals. They've had a good all-round season, and they deserve to win the league. But at the same time, you can kind of understand why I predicted 16th, because they were on the verge of going down to League Two. They only survived by a point last season. And they were on the verge of going down. I thought they'll slowly improve. I don't think they'll ever go down to League Two. They'll slowly improve and get their way back up. I didn't expect them to go from 20th to first. And I don't think anyone else can say that they expected Wigan to get promoted. Some will say they expected them in like the top half, maybe even playoffs. But I didn't expect Wigan to, flourish this quickly. And they've actually made me look like a complete idiot. Like I don't know what I'm on about, which quite frankly sometimes I don't. Wigan have absolutely done me here. I'm 19 places. Oh, not 19 places. What is it? 15 places off. Maths isn't a strong suit in the morning. And in the end, it has come back and bitten me on the arse, to be quite honest with you. And I bottled it. Fair play, Wigan. They didn't bottle it. They won the league. And they will be playing Championship football next season. Whether they stay up, again, related to the summer business, related to if they can hold to Will Keane, we shall see. But anyway, the final team of this reactions, Wycombe Wanderers. Now, I predicted them 13th. I thought they'd just have a run-of-the-mill League One season. I didn't think that they would, quite challenge to go up to the Championship. I didn't think that they'd be on that level, to be honest with you. And they absolutely surprised me. I thought they would be safe. I thought it would be like a just comfortable mid-table finish. I put them in, what did I put them in? I put them in 13th. I put them in a mid-table comfortable finish. 6th. They finished in playoffs, and I absolutely underestimated them, and I apologise for that. Again, if you're a Wycombe fan, another apology to make. I didn't think that they would. I don't know if a lot of Wycombe fans thought they would get there, but they have absolutely exceeded my expectations. They're another team. I don't know if the squad depth is brilliant. The money isn't a lot, so they've done well with what they've got, and they finished 6th. Not only that, they got to the playoff final, and they did lose to Sunderland, but that's a hell of a season for Wycombe. And you've got to think, if they can invest right, again, transfer business is good, there might be another surprise package next season. Hell, they might even go up to the Championship. You never know. But Wycombe, I apologise. I underestimated you. You've made me look like an idiot. But no more of an idiot than Wigan. I don't know how many I got right. Did I just get? Hold on. I'm gonna have to check my spreadsheet because I need the facts here. I need the facts. Bear with me, guys. I know I should be wrapping up the video. It's long enough. It's probably around 40 minutes as it is. Give me a second. Let's see. How many did I get right? I've written it down. I won team right in League One. That's diabolical. So we'll take a look more next season. Try and improve on that. The only team I got right is Bolton, which quite frankly is quite good. I'll take that because I said 9th, middle of the road, kind of maybe 5 players would not make it, and that was exactly right. But the rest of the teams I was way off, and I apologise to any of the teams I got absolutely, completely wrong. Wigan come to mind immediately, and yeah, hopefully have a better stab at it next season. I'm just gonna get a League Two table up. I'm ready to go. How many did I get? I got 3 right in League Two. We'll see what those are next reaction video. But that is going to be it for the League One reaction video. I am a diabolical predictor. I predicted Crewe, who ended up bottom, to finish in the top half. I predicted the league champions to finish 16th. I mean, could it get any worse? I'll see you tomorrow for the League Two predictions, and you can find out for yourself.